I've heard a few whispers about him, but nothing serious.
Pro's sick. Pro's real got a love in the Pro, but, you know, wish I could ride like him.
He's alright, he's good for a laugh. The Pro drive's insane, I think. Seen him out there before, he's a little bit wild on the track. The guy's a total Gumby, I think.
He was going pretty hard, I thought. He looked pretty good.
Didn't Fro just win that freestyle comp out there?
Deep down, I think the Pro's got a little bit of work to do. I think he needs to get those elbows up a little bit.
Stephen Gall? No, I'm not the Pro. How come you didn't ask me to do it?
I thought it was just some random guy off the street with a big headoo. Nah, mate. Could be. I am the Pro.
We love the Pro!
Well, you can love him or you can hate him, but you cannot ignore him. Now, the Pro has certainly been tearing it up this year, that's for sure. Now, this week we get to see what he's like on a 125 when we take a close look at the latest pocket rocket from Suzuki.
In this week's MXTV Bike Review, we take a look at the 2009 RM125 from Suzuki. With its widest ever power band for more controllable power delivery, coupled with a lightweight chassis, this new little Suzuki will be the hottest 125 on the track. The two-stroke liquid-cooled engine dishes up strong, responsive power, while Showa suspension with fully adjustable 47mm dual-chamber forks and a rear shock boasting high and low-speed compression adjustment make for a very smooth ride. A carefully designed reed valve intake area, exhaust pipe and crankshaft balance produce smooth torque delivery, even at low to mid RPM range. And the digital electric ignition, CDI, matches ignition timing to throttle inputs for improved low RPM engine response. The power is delivered through a 6-speed transmission with optimized gear ratios. And the aluminium swing arm design features a tall main beam section for increased rigidity and improved straight line performance. Completing the package on the 2009 RM125 is a new gripper seat cover for maximum rider control, updated graphics for a new look, and rubber-mounted Renthal tapered aluminium handlebars. The Showa front fork is designed with emphasis on better cornering and straight-line performance, and comes with lightweight new fork protectors. The 2009 RM125 is available in Australia now and retails for around $7,990. For a competitive quote on your insurance, call QBE Insurance, the motorcycle insurance specialists. Okay, Billy and Jamie haven't been on a 125 for a while, but let's hear what they had to say.
I must say I was actually quite excited to ride a two-stroke again. I haven't ridden a two-stroke for some time, and especially a 125.
Look, when Brendan gave me a call and said we've got some bikes to test this week, and he said it's a 125 two-stroke, my heart sank. It's been a long time since I've ridden one of these, and I was never really comfortable on them back then.
Being an intermediate rider and somebody that hasn't ridden a great deal on a two-stroke, I knew coming into it with the 125 that we had to keep it on the power, and I thought that this was a real ripper of a bike. I had a really good time.
Being a 450 rider, four-stroke of course, the 125 two-stroke was an awful lot of hard work. Once you get going and you do get attuned to the engine and the gears, it's not so bad, but you're consistently up-down gears all over the place, and it's quite a bit of work.
It certainly is a trait of the two-stroke. It's either on or it's off, but I found that the more I rode it, the more I was able to keep it in that note to make it go. And once you're in the middle part of it, the meaty part of the band, it's quite good fun to ride. It really pulls you around.
The intermediate rider would feel right at home on this. And I know a lot of the pro racers still race them all over the place, but you got to be ready for it. It's just the engine is like so different. It's either on or off, like Brendan said. Look, I really found the suspension package to be very good. I was quite impressed with that. We'll come into some of these fairly big braking bumps today, dusty and slippery, and it handled really well. I was quite impressed with the braking.
Cornering took me probably a couple of laps to get used to no engine braking and how light it is and how nimble it is. Once I got used to how light it was quite good fun. I could really rip into the corners and really lay it down.
Probably one of the problem areas I had today on this RM125 was some of the jump faces, having it in the right gear, in the meat of the power to actually clear some of these jumps, and also going around the ruts. You have to be in the rut, all prepared, in gear before you're there, well before you're there, and that's not something I'm really used to doing, being a lazy 450 rider. Overall, with the Suzuki 125, I think it's quite a good package. It's not my cup of tea, but that's not to say it's not yours. It's very comfortable, very good suspension, good engine, but you do have to be right on the edge of that power to keep it there. But very, very comfortable to ride. I would have no hesitation in directing it for an intermediate or a weekender.
It's time to let the pro go.
Well, at 2:32, a pretty good time there from the little 125, but I think the tight Supercross section of the track may have helped the little two-stroke get around a little bit quicker. Let's see if it can keep up the good form on the Pro Quarter Mile. A 9.13 on the RM125, but he was on the back wheel. What were you thinking? Oh, well, that's the pro, I guess.